Did you ever wonder why God did some of the things He did? Well, yes, you did. The thing that gets so many people is God destroying people in the Old Testament. It's really easy for people to say, oh, God was so cruel. How could God do that? And they act as though God is a tyrant. Well, that's lazy thinking, because it isn't hard to look at the big picture and find out why God did what He did. One reason is that He was dealing in many cases with profoundly wicked people. Read what some of these nations did. It'll make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. What's often overlooked is that in the 4,000 years of the Old Testament, God did a whole lot more than destroy people. It's not like that's all He did. But here's another very important point. Remember this, and you won't think that God is an ogre. I'm going to read from Psalm 78, verses 30 to 34. Listen to this. While their food was still in their mouths, the wrath of God came against them and slew the stoutest of them, and struck down the choice men of Israel. In spite of this, they still sinned and did not believe in His wondrous works. Therefore, their days He consumed in futility, and their years in fear. Now get this, it's really important. When He slew them, then they sought Him, and they returned and sought earnestly for God. And there's your answer. Why did God judge people, often His own people, so severely at times? Because He tried everything else and it didn't work, and so desperate times called for desperate measures. Some lost their lives, the hard-hearted who simply wouldn't repent. But then the people turned back to God in faith and faithfulness. God did what He did so people could be saved. So let's not accuse God of acting maliciously. We need to remember that God only ever acts out of love. I'm John Bradshaw for It Is Written. Let's live today by every word.